Hi Aquarius, welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now to do your October general reading. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, thank you so much. I love you guys. I am really trying to, even though things have been crazy for me, I'm really trying to stick with the videos, the general readings. I didn't even get through all of last month's, but I'm not even going to let that stop me. I'm just going to keep pushing through, getting these videos out. Keeping connected with you guys because you guys are pretty awesome. I'm not doing personal readings right now, but definitely leave a comment. Definitely feel free to start a discussion as you're watching the video. As things resonate, talk about them. Leave your comments and I'll do my best to reply. Spirit, please, I am asking to tap in right now for my Aquarius. Let's give them any messages they need right now. Regarding anything in general, anything you know the people tapping in and the messages that we need to hear at this time, so let's provide them to them, okay? All right, guys, let's get into it. What do I need to do this one? There we go. That's better. Okay. Perfect. I'm going to pull 12 cards for you guys. 3 cards for approximately the next 4 weeks or so. Focused on the energies at the beginning of October. Predominantly for the month of October. And then for the energies leaving into November. Wow. Last card to come out is the World. That's beautiful. Overall energies, 10 of Wands. Okay. So with the overall energy being the 10 of Wands, I see there being a release of some kind of burden. I think I'm going to let you guys know the first cards that I see here. First cards we have for the next 2 weeks or the week prior and now, this week, is the Page of Swords in reverse, the High Priestess in reverse, the Ace of Wands in reverse, the 2 of Pentacles upright, the 10 of Pentacles upright, and the 6 of Swords upright. So I see some of my Aquariuses making a decision to leave something in order to, under the belief that whatever it is that you're moving towards has more financial and pragmatic third dimension abundance. And when I say third dimension, I mean things you can touch, things in the 3D, okay? Some of you may have been, some of you were presented with a new opportunity, and this could have been in the past, I don't know, week to 3 months. Okay? Could be the recent past. But there was an opportunity that presented itself, and it didn't turn out the way you thought it would, or the way you believed your intuition was leading you to believe it was going to go. You believed that there was going to be a fiery, new, passionate beginning. This could either be with regards to a project or a person relationship. And this lack of beginning was due to some kind of deceitful communication. It could also be some harsh words that were exchanged, but more so, I'm seeing some kind of deceit. Because this Page of Swords is beside the High Priestess, both in reverse, it was some kind of secret or a lie that stopped the initiation of a new beginning. And this new beginning, how do you explain it? It's almost like a false start. Caused you to kind of move away from it quickly with the understanding that there was abundance elsewhere. And you're really manifesting, and I get the impression that whatever deceit or whatever ill intent was brought to the surface that stopped this new beginning from happening, the reason why you were able to move from it so swiftly was because this was a pattern you had seen before. This behavior was something you had seen before, so you nipped it in the bud quickly. That's what I'm seeing here. You may have juggled it around for a while, or be juggling it currently. So this could be something last week that you gained some kind of awareness about, and you decided to put a halt to something. You're juggling it now. But this is after understanding that this is not how you want something to begin with someone or with a new project. Even if it is a new project and it's work related, this could be you coming to the understanding, or you finding out that maybe the terms of this project were not what was presented. Your role in the project was not what was originally discussed. And the true nature of the opportunity was ill-natured. Let's say that. But you still juggled it. You had to make the decision to move away, and you had to make the decision that it wasn't the beginning that you had intended it to be, or what your intuitions were guiding you to be, or your true intention was. And you decided to move away because you believed in something more abundant. And this is a great act towards yourself, because you're being tested, because this is actually a negative cycle. You've detached yourself from something, and you're manifesting something that gives you something back more in return. So if it is a job opportunity, it could be you moving away from something and deciding to manifest something that you believe has great abundance, but also you understand your worth and what you bring to a project or to a relationship. But at this time, you're looking for something that is something that's able to reciprocate. So if it's a job, you're moving away from a job opportunity to another because you believe that you can be paid more for what it is that you are doing, or that you have done. And you're looking for something in return for what it is that you can present. Now, if it's a relationship, you're moving away from one to another because you're looking for reciprocity in a relationship. You're looking for a give and take, an even balance. You know what it is that you're able to give, but you're not getting that in return. So you may be giving a lot. It could even be financial stability, not getting that back in return. I'm seeing a lot of pentacles here, so it's making me feel that this is work-based. But if it is relationship, it's the pragmatic approach to a relationship that you're now looking for. So the feelings are all great, but you're looking for a new beginning that has tangible, practical potential. I see that you've decided that you are no longer going to be used. You've decided that the injustice that you faced that stopped this new beginning is not an injustice you are going to experience anymore. You came to a realization that there was a pattern presenting itself, that there was a pattern you were perpetuating, and you make a decision come mid-month to dead that. You're now looking and manifesting something new. You moved away from something under the idea, under the belief, under the faith of something more abundant for you. And for a lot of you, I see you making that move without the abundance presenting itself, so that is super brave of you. But I believe you made that move because it was familiar and you didn't need something to pull you away. It was enough for you to decide to move on. And that's That's also, I have the Magician here as well. Virgo, Gemini. Shit, sorry. You know, I have Libra energy, which could be indicative of, you know, this new change happening, this completion happening in Libra season. We also have the full moon in Libra on the 9th. But that's regardless. And it's funny because Venus is in retrograde, and I'm seeing how it's playing out in all the signs doing this reading. And in your case, it's very practical. Venus coming back is actually attacking the more practical aspects of your relationships. You have something very tangible to offer in a relationship. You have abundance, you have stability, you have clear understanding and experience. And your past experiences is bringing this certain familiarity with these new encounters you're being presented with. And you're quickly moving away from certain opportunities and certain relationships because you have a very clear understanding of what abundant looks like to you at this time. And you're also very clear on your abilities to manifest that. You are looking for something that gives just as much as you do. You are looking to be paid what it is you are worth being paid based on your expertise. Spirit, can we please clarify for the second half of October, going into the early part of November up until the 6th, the new moon on the 6th? Further clarification. Further clarification for the second half of October going into November. This is for Aquarius. Wow, guys. So we have a repeat, the Ace. Okay, that's that new beginning. But it's coming up for the second half, which is beautiful. We've got the Page of Pentacles and the Hierophant, upright, both upright. We've got the Two of Pentacles again, another repeat card, this time in reverse in the second half. Two cards now coming up in different form in the second half of the month. We've got the Strength card as well. Okay. And we've got the Lovers. We've got the Devil in reverse again. Wow, we've got a lot of repeat cards. The Three of Swords and the Lovers in reverse. Okay. So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clarifier cards, 1, 2, and 3 of them are repeats. The repeat card is the Two of Pentacles, the Devil, and hold on, guys. Sorry, guys. I just had to get that real quick. Okay. So yeah, like I was saying, we've got some, with the clarifiers here, we've got some duplicates. Like I said, the Two of Pentacles here. But what I find is cool is that these duplicates are, what I'm seeing, the message I'm seeing is that you've got this Ace of Wands in reverse, right? That you walked away from, this new beginning that you had to walk away from because it didn't look right and it wasn't pure in intention. And you moved away for something more abundant, which you get. And you're not going to have to juggle on whether or not this is a good offer because it's going to be tangible in nature. It's going to fall in line with your morals, values, and ultimately the way, if this, I feel, really falls in line with this. This is your idea, right? You walked away because of your idea of something more abundant. You believed, you had faith that, no, there's a better opportunity for me, or, you know, a better relationship. So I'm not going to get, you know, deep in anything with you when you're already showing me signs of A, B, and C, you know, and the opportunity, either with Venus in retrograde, it's very possible that this very person is what comes back and is revisited. But to me, it seems possibly better yet that this would be a newer person. You okay? Sorry, that's my dog. So yeah, I think this looks really good. Coming into the second half of the month now. I feel like for those of you that stopped a new relationship because you found out or you got communication that this person was actually juggling between you and someone else, and then you moved away from the relationship, because you truly found you didn't want to be, you weren't juggling anybody, so you didn't want to be juggled. You thought you had made yourself pretty clear about what it was you were looking for. So when you felt that somebody was juggling you, you moved away from that in the belief and the understanding that you can manifest better for yourself. There is a possibility of that resurgence. I have the devil in reverse twice. With the three of swords and the lovers. The three of swords being upright and the lovers in reverse. So what I do feel like is that there is a possibility that this person that you cut off comes back, expresses to you their heartbreak, and tells you, I left that person, or, I no longer want to engage in them. And I honestly, I'm not sure if that is the new beginning, that now, the Ace of Rod that now turns upright. I'm not sure. But regardless, I think that whatever imbalance in any offers that do come to you, you are going to identify. I think you are in a certain level of understanding and experience to know when you're being cheated. And I think whatever it is that you walked away from in the hopes of something better really gave you confidence. And this confidence is ultimately manifesting to you offers that fit better in line with your morals, your values, and ones you don't have to contemplate so deeply, because it's almost so obvious and so pure in nature that you don't have to really think twice. And these offers, these new opportunities that fall in line with your morals and values. Let's not forget what one of your values were, and that was to receive just as much as you were willing to give. Because I think that's really important for Aquarius, to understand is that for those of you that have been, really giving, right? And moved away for those of you that are really giving, I think you're really trying to break away from the codependency that has held you back and manifest something that's more mutually gratifying, something that gives you back. Something that's, if you've been charitable, it's a time for people to be in a situation that's charitable to you. If you've been working in a job, doing something that you're hearing out in the force, people are getting paid an extra $20,000 a year to do, you're going to now detach from whatever codependency you have to an employer you've been with for a long time in order to achieve something that's more balanced, more fair, more reflective of what you believe. Okay, and this is all divinely guided, and there is a completion coming. But I do think your completion is really much to do with knowing your worth in the 3D. Because I think, Aquariuses have an understanding of what their worth is. That's why they manifest. That's why they're the star card. They're healers. They're balancers, they're hopers, dreamers, wishers. But I think you you guys this month really, especially with regards to love and relationships, have learned to appreciate the more pragmatic side of it. Yes, there's love and feelings, but there's love and practicality as well. Because when you're starting a new relationship with someone, because I do see this being reflective of a new relationship, also a tenured one, but for those starting a new relationship, I think that, whatever false starts you guys have encountered, be proud of what you moved away from and be excited about what you're moving towards. Be proud of what you moved away from and be excited about what you're moving towards, because I see release. Whatever you walked away from, whether you're aware of it or not, there was a release associated with it. Even if it seems minor, the release itself was big. It was bigger than that person. It was bigger than that opportunity. You were walking away from a mindset or a pattern and, moving towards the faith of something better. That's deep faith. That's, when you're in that space, you do become the magician, and your manifesting powers do become great, and you do bring to you. It's not, it makes sense that, this would go upright after the magician has shown up in a reading. You're no longer in indecision, because you know exactly what it was that you manifested to you when it comes to you. Offers more practical and passionate in nature, without the deceiving qualities of the offers before. Right? It's communication that's more honest, practical in nature. So I see you guys taking a more practical approach to love. And I see this all having you go into the month of November feeling really strong and feeling like you're embarking in something new. And that's pretty beautiful. But I'll be honest, I believe that this was initiated the minute you walked away from whatever it was that wasn't serving you. And it was a quick movement. I don't see a lot. I see some indecision, but not a lot. And then that movement, when you hopped in that boat and decided to move away into unknown territories, just as long as it was towards the light, boom. That's really when this cycle completion really was initiated. And then it was just a matter of divine timing for you to acquire the rest of this, which you will feel, and you will feel towards the end of the month. Any last messages for Aquariuses? Guys, last card to fall out is the Two of Cups. Okay? What a beautiful way to be gifted by Venus, as they leave retrograde, as they leave I forget what house it is, but in your sign. But this was the final message. And look what we have at the bottom. Guys, this completion is bringing you in the partnership that you wanted, whatever it was. I feel teary-eyed. Whatever it was that you walked away from, and you know what it is that I'm talking about if this resonates. It is bringing you in love. It's bringing you in commitment, and it's bringing you in the passionate new beginning that you wanted, that you thought was being offered to you in the past. But it came with lies and secrets and all that shit and had you confused. Not this. Not this. Not that. Okay, guys? Absolutely beautiful reading. Absolutely, absolutely beautiful reading for you guys. Lots to look forward to. Lots of major arcana here. I would be interested if some of you are already anticipating this world, this completion. I would love to know it from you guys in the comments if this resonates when you walked away from whatever it was you walked away from, whether it was a person, project, workplace, whatever. If you felt the world, if you knew this completion, if your intuition was telling you this, I'd like to know. And if it did tell you this, but this is all it told you, please know that the faith that you had, whatever it was you moved away to, faith, it's bringing you all of this. This is such bravery. I mean, this is, to me, this reading is the perfect depiction of, you know, what you reap when you're brave. So congratulations on being brave, Aquarius, and really enjoy the next month. Be brave. It's going to bring you everything you want. Okay? All right, guys, I'm going to wrap up your reading here. I'm trying to make them not as long, just because I feel like that's a reason why it's so hard for me to squeeze in the time to get them all done. So I'm really trying to cap them at half hour. I'm not doing personal readings right now just because I don't want to over commit. So definitely, if you start a conversation in the comments or anything like that, definitely hit me up in the comments. I'll do my best to reply there. But I'll let you guys know when I'm back to doing personal readings again. But for now, I hope this reading resonates with you guys. Stay safe, enjoy, and let your inner angels live, okay? Bye for now.